delicious meals that are salt, oil, sugar free. So recently I posted on Facebook one of the meals that I made for the Jewish holiday, Rosh Hashanah, and I had made black-eyed pea soup, and it was absolutely delicious. And a lot of you have been asking me about the recipe. So I decided to make a YouTube video, and I can share that with you today. I really had to rewrite it because I kind of went along and kind of threw things together, and I hope that you guys will do the same thing and you don't stick to the exact measurements, because I just think it's better when you make it towards, you know, the way you like it, like especially with some of the spices. So I'm going to be making this in my 8-quart Instant Pot. I hope that you guys all have an Instant Pot, because it's one of the best things, either a 6-quart or an 8-quart. But I find that for soups, the 8-quart is a little bit better because it's roomier, it has a lot more space, and I tend to make a lot, and that way I can freeze it and I can always have some when there's an emergency of some sort or if I'm running out. So I've already started the Instant Pot, and I hit the saute function, and I hope that you guys have used that function. And I'm going to be adding what's called a mirepoix from Trader Joe's, which is a cup of carrots, a cup of onions, and a cup of celery. Now, you could do this yourself, but I was in a hurry, and so I cheated, and I went to Trader Joe's, and I bought it, and we're going to use it. And I love the Instant Pot for this, that you can saute directly in here. And I'm dry sauteing. I'm not going to be adding any water to this at this time. I will be adding broth for our soup, but right now we're just going to saute and try to caramelize everything and kind of make it softer. What I am going to add is the red bell peppers that I'm adding to it. I will add that in here as well. The recipe will be posted on my website, and my website is heartycookingwithshayda.com, so you can go and download the recipe directly from my website. I think it'll make it just a little bit easier for you guys. So let's see, as this is sauteing, what else are we going to add to this? So apparently black-eyed peas, even for New Year's here, a lot of people have black-eyed peas. I know down in the South, you guys eat a lot of black-eyed peas for the New Year's, and I love black-eyed peas. I think black-eyed peas are absolutely delicious. But I guess if you were to use a different bean, then we couldn't call it black-eyed peas. The other things that's going in here is we're going to add garlic to this, of course, because you can't not add garlic to it. And we're going to add mushrooms and potatoes. Now, the potatoes are optional. You don't have to add potatoes in this, but I personally just really enjoyed having the potatoes in here. I am going to add the mushrooms to it now. And the mushrooms are going to release their water, which is going to be nice. So it's going to help to saute the vegetables. So this is why I say you don't really need to add water in order to saute your vegetables. If you wanted to leave this step out and not saute your vegetables, you certainly can do it. I just find that it's a little bit tastier and better. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have this little gadget. It's a Tupperware chopper that's really wonderful, especially for doing your garlic, your shallots, some onions. I like it better than doing a mincer. And if you're interested in this little gadget, you can go to my Amazon page. It's my Amazon, Healthy Cooking with Shayda, my Amazon favorites. And you can take out all the products that I like, and you can check this product out. What I like about this is when you're chopping the garlic really fine, you don't waste anything. It chops every little bit. When you're mincing, some of the skin is still on there, and you're not getting the full effect. And how easy is this? You literally just pull the string a couple of times, and voila, it's all chopped up and ready to go. It doesn't get any easier, guys. I'm all about kitchen gadgets that's going to help you to make your life easier in cooking. And I think we all strive for that. Let me just put this away. And we're going to add Now the reason that I don't add the garlic right at the beginning is because I don't want the garlic to burn. And I want to be able to taste the garlic that's in here. So I go ahead and add it in the middle. And so we're going to mix all this. I want to make sure that this gets really soft. The vegetables get really soft. And it's going to take about 3 to 5 minutes. So this has been sauteing probably about 7 to 9 minutes, and we're going to turn it off because we're going to switch it over now. And now what we're going to add here is I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes. And I just cubed the potatoes. I'm going to add 2 cups of beans that have been rinsed and picked. You want to make sure you rinse your beans, and and these are dried beans, by the way, because I know people are going to ask me. You always want to rinse your beans because there's a lot of dirt and dust and stuff. We are going to add 1 can of the fire roasted, no salt added tomatoes in here. Let's get everything out of here. Now we are going to add vegetable broth. This vegetable broth is by Pacific. It has no oil. Make sure when you're buying vegetable broth that it is the oil free, because typically it does have oil. But this brand, the low sodium, does not have any oil in there. Okay, so we've got our vegetable broth in here. Now, should you decide that you don't want to use vegetable broth, don't use it. You could make it with water and it'll just be just as delicious. There's no, you don't have to use vegetable broth. And certainly you can make your own vegetable broth. You don't have to use the store-bought ones, but for the sake of time, I went ahead and bought the vegetable broth. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So let's make sure that that gets mixed in here really well. And now we are going to start adding our seasoning. Our seasoning is going to be, this is the Chili 9000 that I use, and I buy it from Penzey's. Penzey's is an online store. Unless of course you're in Santa Rosa, then you can definitely go to their store in Santa Rosa. But you can go online, and we'll make sure to put the link to Penzey's on the YouTube notes. And it does have a little bit of a kick, so make sure you decide how much of it you want to put in here. We're going to add some cumin. Everything tastes better with cumin. I gotta say, this is probably one of my, I can't decide if smoked paprika is my favorite or cumin's my favorite, but they're both equal. Oops. Got a little too much in there. And then we are going to add the smoked paprika. And we're also going to add a little bit of garlic onion powder. This is from Savory Spice. We're going to add just a little bit of that in here. Make sure you mix this really well so all the flavors get incorporated. And that's it. This is our soup. And now we're going to put the lid on. Make sure that the ceiling vent is closed. And we are going to hit manual, and we're going to go 30 minutes. And we're going to, as soon as the 30 minutes is done, we're going to release the pressure and show you the final product. So our soup is ready, and now I'm going to release the pressure. We want the pressure to come down. Now you could let the pressure come down naturally if you wanted to, or you could release it as I'm releasing it. I like using this little red diverter because I don't want the steam to ruin the sink of the ceiling in my kitchen, or if you happen to have this underneath your cabinets, which you really should not, it will start to damage your cabinet. So make sure you get a little diverter. They're relatively cheap. I think, I don't know, $4 or $5 or $8 or something. And again, you can look it up on my Amazon page if you like, or you can go to the store if they have it and buy it there. But it's a really great thing to have, and it does push the airwaves to go to a different direction. So the pressure has come down. Now we can open the lid. Just so you know, for those of you that are probably maybe using this for the first time, you will not be able to open this lid. It's a safety mechanism that the Instant Pot has. You will not be able to open the lid until the pressure has completely come all the way down. So now we're going to open it. And what you want to do is, we had added a couple of bay leaves in here. We want to take that out, or take them out. If I can find it. Sometimes, sometimes they're hard. Oh, there's one, and I believe I only put a couple in there. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you guys were here. Yeah, that's all that's in there. So what we're going to add, the last step, is I bought organic shredded kale. Now, you don't have to put kale in here. You could put spinach, parsley, cilantro, whatever you want. But I like kale, so I'm going to add the kale to this, a couple of handfuls. This is a big piece. I don't want to add a big piece in there. And then we're going to mix this really well, because I want it to soften up in here. Oh, I found another. There we go. Eventually they do come back up. So, and this is a beautiful, colorful dish that anytime you can enjoy it at any time. But as you all know, you do black-eyed peas for the New Year's, for the good luck for the rest of the year. So we're going to put the lid back on, and we are going to leave it on for about 5 or 10 minutes so that the kale will soften up, and then we're going to see what it looks like and taste it. So our soup is ready. Let's take the lid off. It's time. And let's mix this a little bit. I'm sorry that I don't have an overhead camera for you to see this. It is a chunky soup, which is really nice. It's a hearty soup. Let me pour it into a bowl, and it's just very pretty. And there you have it, our black-eyed pea soup. Now, what I like on top of this is to add a little bit of lime juice on it and mix it in there. Don't ask me why, but it tastes really good, the combination. So we're going to add just a little bit. And you don't have to do this step, but I tell you what, it just adds a little something something. Tastes really good. And we're just going to mix all that up. And there you have it. A healthy, delicious, SOS-free black-eyed pea soup that you can serve anytime, or especially for the New Year's. Remember to please subscribe, to share, and to like our page. And remember, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. Thank you again for watching.